We've put 10 days of work into this sauna so far. All of this wood we've turned from raw slabbed wood into this beautiful tongue and groove, and we've done it all by hand. But now, we need to rip it all down. If you're wondering, why are you ripping all those beautiful boards down that you put so much time into? Well, for the very last step, we put a sealer on it. What we didn't think is that this room gets to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, and not all sealers can handle 200 degrees Fahrenheit. They actually start releasing toxic chemicals. I'm bumming pretty hard, as you can imagine, and the last few days of trying to figure out what to do has been a roller coaster ride. And I've gone from everything to just bag the whole idea of doing a sauna, let's just turn it into a closet, to let's rip the whole thing down and re-insulate it and start all over. I think we've settled somewhere in between. Probably the most tedious task is going to be removing all of the nails, because we need to get ready to send these boards back through the planer. So while the guys are working on removing all the nails, I'm going to take every piece that they finish and send it through this planer. These boards are already getting pretty thin, so I'm going to remove as little as possible from each side. Then I'm going to remove just so I can get that sealer off.
Of all the boards that we have ready, I have now planed both sides.
Taking a 32nd of an inch off of each side. Now this is going to be the hardest part, because I need to rerouter every single board. So I found the perfect distance just to remove basically 1 millimeter. And that's one board done out of 50. And that's only one side. We got to do both sides, so I'm going to be here for a while, you guys. I'll catch up with you a little later.
Are we gonna have an amazing day?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that it's Daddy's birthday?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
And my birthday too.
It's my birthday, it's not your birthday.
No.
I think she's mad it's my birthday. Say, I'm sorry, it's not your birthday. You already had your birthday.
In all honesty, as you get older, at the end of the day, I just want Sadie to be happy, so we can celebrate her birthday today. It's fine.
You're so sweet. You left me all these love letters over here. Is there one here? You're so sweet, honey. I love you.
I think it's fair to say windy season is officially here.
I mean, look at us. We're in winter coats.
In Panama.
And by freezing, it probably is only in like the high 50s, maybe low 60s. But with the wind chill, it obviously feels so much cooler. All I know is this sauna cannot come fast enough. Sweetie, I gotta be honest. Although I'm gonna miss having that like beautiful dark stained wood that we had.
You like this look?
I do dig this. I feel like this is like the more typical wood color in a sauna.
You know, a lot of people were saying, I don't understand why you're not using cedar. Cedar's a softwood, mahogany's a hardwood. It does better against water, but the thing is, in the States, mahogany's so expensive.
So we got luxury wood for...
It was less than cedar. It was less expensive because this is Honduran mahogany. We're right next to Honduras.
Crazy. Let's go, baby. Unfortunately, I feel like our chickens have not been producing as many eggs recently. Do you guys got some eggs for me, baby? Are you laying one right now? Oh, Mama is being very resistant about moving right now. And you can keep that one, okay? Thank you, baby. Oh yeah. There's been talk that there might be some more protests here in Panama, so people are starting to go crazy for propane, stocking up. So when I went yesterday, there was none. We only have one propane tank, which we use one for our bathroom and then one for the workshop.
We are on wait and see mode. We're on standby because things could get ugly here if we go into another lockdown. At least we just have plenty of food up here. We have solar panels. We have our own water system. This is part of the reason why we did all this, is we're preppers.
So this is going to be the epitome of today, is just lugging this propane tank back and forth between the workshop and the bathroom, because I got like 3 loads of laundry to do and a lot of cooking to do. Ooh. This is actually a question for you guys, any of you chicken farmers out there. What experience do you have with just free ranging? Do you feel like it's absolutely necessary that if they're free ranging, they need to have like additional food and minerals?
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Honey! He's eating all the fruit trees!
Hey! What are you doing?
He's eating all the coffee trees too.
You're gonna have to go back. I know the grass is better over here, but you can't stay. Go on. Come on, Peppa, round her up, round him up.
Our fruit trees are so beautiful right now. Look at all these lines popping up. And all these flowers. And what I don't want is for all these cows over here to find their way in and start eating them.
There you go. I think we're gonna have to do some repairs
To the fence. ASAP. Because we've been waiting 4 years for these fruit trees to start producing, and they're producing. We got cherries, we got oranges, we got limes, we got lemons, and they're all coming right now. Welcome to life living on the side of a mountain in Panama, where there's no neighbors, no rules, no one around. You gotta kind of fend for yourself out here. None of this would be possible without these guys, without Iberto and Enrique. They are just such a big help, and I love working with them. If I didn't have them, I probably would have just given up on the sauna build, but I knew having them here and helping, we could get this all taken care of and get it done. And we haven't filmed this whole process, but resurfacing all these boards has taken 2 full days. This is the end of day 2 now. I'm happy that we did it. And I'm happy that we're doing this the right way. And I'm happy that we're gonna have a sauna, because I was this close to just throwing in the towel on this project.
From the bottom here. See at the bottom?
This is the line thing.
Santa brought Sade this incredible knife set that is made for toddlers. It even comes with a little glove, but the knives are sharp enough where they can cut certain things, but they're not sharp enough to cut your hand.
That way?
Yep. So we're gonna kind of, yep, just like that. And then sprinkle it all over. Perfect. You gonna bring it over?
Yeah.
New dress for my baby.
Big one.
You want a big one?
A big chip.
You want a big chip?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Uh-huh.
You do?
All right, so I'll be back.
Okay.
See you a little later. I got quite the ride ahead of me. We live at one of the highest elevation points you can possibly live in all of Panama. We're pretty close to 6,000 feet in elevation. And I'm gonna be driving down to sea level. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and do one last and final sand on these boards, a 220 grit. Make sure these babies are as smooth as a baby's bottom, because our bottoms are gonna be on these boards, so that's very important. I'm getting pretty close down to sea level, and just look at how different the climate is. It is hot down here. It's gotta be 85, 90. Bunch of pretty small hardware stores, like think maybe like a tenth of the size of your local Home Depot or Lowe's. And this is our hardware store of the day. I'm looking for big sheets of thin aluminum. Taking a shot in the dark on this one. I think if I'm gonna get it, this is the only place that's gonna have it. ¿Tienes un departamento para instalación aquí o no? Here's what I'm looking for right here. Here's a little sample of what they have.
Gracias. A nombre de quien hicieron la foto.
Gracias.
Buen día,
Gracias.
orden.
I think I got everything that I needed. I'm like in shock that they had everything. Now we have to go to what's called the bodega, and this is where you pick up all the materials. This place is always like, it's a mess. You just gotta kind of fight for survival to get the things you need. Buenas, ¿cómo estás? Tienes aluminio sin pintura. Necesito el color de aluminio. They tried to give me aluminum that's painted white on the outside, and I cannot use that. Okay, we got it. This is just a blue plastic on the outside. These are gonna be our sheets, and this is actually gonna be a vapor barrier. I don't think anyone's ever done a vapor barrier this way, but I don't think anyone's put a sauna in Panama either, so I had to get a little creative. This is the one I can't believe they had. They have mineral wool here in Panama. Like, Why didn't I know that? I feel like I've always had to compromise and use something that's not exactly what I'm looking for, that's a little bit sketchy, and just have to make it work. But today, we got everything we need. Let's go, baby. This sauna, we're gonna be able to do this sauna right. I'm leaving the city now, heading back home. And it's funny because I can see my home the whole drive back. You see that mountain way off in the distance there? We're about 3/4 of the way up that mountain.
I gotta say, I'm actually really excited about the width of these boards now. They were a little bit wider before, obviously, because we had to take off some of the width from tongue and grooving them again. But I feel like typical saunas, the boards are even like half the size of this. So I'm a little bit excited that these are a little bit more narrow. I think it's gonna look really good.
Figuring this sauna out has been a battle of trying to figure out temperature, humidity, which I guess is part of moisture. What are the breaking down points of those pieces of insulation, moisture barriers, the materials that we're using? So when we decided to insulate this space, I decided to use this polyethylene insulation because this is really good. It's waterproof and it can handle a temperature of about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. So saunas usually get to like 180, 190, but some people like going over 200, 210, 220. And really cooking themselves. Now what my thought was all right, we're just not gonna let the temperature in the sauna get that high. But by doing just one thing with this insulation, I think we can fix all that problem. So this is mineral wool, and this can handle really high temperatures. But what it can't handle is moisture, which is why we didn't use it. Because the sauna is gonna be producing steam and everything's gonna be getting wet. That's where those sheets of aluminum come in. And I'll show you guys what we're gonna do with those sheets in aluminum a little bit later. Now that I have one section of the ceiling done, I'm gonna put up a piece of aluminum. Just make sure all this is gonna work the way I want to. I also just wanna get that wool covered up because it's just spitting out these like fibers everywhere and they're so irritating. What I've learned is that typically in a sauna, what's used for a vapor barrier to stop the steam from getting into the insulation is aluminum foil. But as you can imagine, they don't sell that here in Panama. So not only is this gonna be a great moisture barrier, but it's also gonna give me some insulating value for the radiant heat, which is just gonna make it so this sauna is basically gonna cook us alive. This thing's gonna be like a nice little oven. I am so itchy everywhere. This is awful. I never want to work with this insulation ever again.
So little Miss Sade has been taking much later naps in the day. She usually falls asleep. And we're gonna go have a tubby in a minute. So we just woke up from our nap. It is almost 6 p.m. So we're gonna have
a bubble.
We're gonna have a long night ahead of us, but luckily we could probably go spend a good hour
And I have my bubbles.
in that tubby with our new bubbles. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give her hers. January is a time when all of these beautiful purple wildflowers pop up on our land. This is something we didn't even know that this land had until we had been living on it for a couple years, because the first year it was like none of these trees were here. None of these big bushes were here. It was all just cattle farming land. So the grass was cut super short. There was none of this. And it's crazy just how quickly all of these trees here, none of this was here. How quickly all of this grew just in the last 3.5, 4 years.
Well, it's nighttime now, and I'm not stopping yet. I just want to get back to where we were in the sauna. I want to get the wood up on the walls and get this insulation done. This insulation's a pain in the butt. I've been so itchy all day. I've been trying to wear this mask, I've been trying to wear glasses, but everything just feels so irritated. So I've gotten this wall here all done. This is the hardest wall. This is the biggest one. Now I'm gonna start making my way to the back here. And now I'm just gonna put this layer of this mineral wool over the top, and that's gonna make it so, oh my God. This stuff's just so irritating. I gotta put my mask back on. It's so hard to film while doing this. I'm just trying to get it done as fast as possible because it's so uncomfortable. But I got almost all the insulation done. I think all that I can handle for tonight. It's almost 10 o'clock now, and I'm just gonna shower and just get all this like micro wool, whatever this is, off of me. Our bathroom is a full-blown construction zone again, so I gotta be showering outside again tonight, which honestly, I'm not too upset about, because it's beautiful out. Okay, I'm not dealing with any of this crap today. I'm properly suited up. I'm not getting insulated. I barely slept last night. I was so uncomfortable. ¿Te gusta, bro? ¿Te gusta mi jaqueta? Sí, está bonito. Quick thing to note, an extra large in Panama is the equivalent of a medium in the United States.
I was gonna say it looks a little snug, but
This
yeah,
is
it is an XL.
You have a ball.
I have a ball
Yeah.
on my face?
Yeah.
What do you think of my glasses?
Good.
Alright, I'm going into the abyss.
Alright, honey, enjoy.
See you later. Alright, here we go. Have I told you guys I hate this yet? I mean, I can't see anything in here.
Do you see some eggs, honey? Yeah?
Look,
There are some eggs.
I found them.
You found two.
No, just one and two.
Two eggies.
I didn't know find them.
The other day we didn't have any, but today we got two, baby. If any of you guys are on the fence about getting chickens, don't wait any longer. They are the best investment. They're pretty easy to take care of.
Once these metal sheets are up, I'm using these wood studs not only to help hold the aluminum down, but then also this is what the tongue and groove is going to get nailed into. This is like a giant oven for humans, which I guess is kind of what a sauna is. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this is hands down the most brutal thing I've ever done. The aluminum, it's cut up my hands, the insulation is all in my beard, all in my hair. I've done the best that I can. It's better today than yesterday, that's for sure. But this has just been so tedious. But there's one last tedious step, and that's all the seams. I need to put this aluminum tape on it.
All done. I'm making pancakes for you, Ursula.
Where's baby Ursula?
I'm over here.
I'm Daddy Ursula.
Boop, boop. Hi, baby Ursula.
That's good. Perfect. Okay, now take this, pour it all the way.
So I want to put some blueberries.
Of course. Perfect,
We're getting back to putting up the boards. We're getting back to the tongue and groove. And this is gonna go up so fast. It's been 1 week since we first tore down these boards. And we're finally getting back on track. All right, baby, here we go. All right, the board is level. First piece is going in.
Sweetie, come and see this.
Dude, what have we been feeding you, dude?
That is,
Dude, I told you, you gotta lay off the boat.
honey. He has like little claw things in the front. You see that? I'm gonna close the toilet seat and then we're gonna forget about it and then you're gonna open it up tomorrow morning. We should be putting up our last piece of the night. It is just 3 minutes of midnight. The last piece is up. Now it's just time for the lights and we are gonna be calling it a night, baby. We still have a long way to go on this sauna, but we're getting there. We're basically back where we were 1 week ago. In a way, feels frustrating, but at the same time, feels very relieving.
3, 2, 1.
No. Why?
Why not? Should we put a screw through a wire? These damn GFC eyes.
Dun, 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 dun. Can we go to bed now?
We're gonna put up one more light.
I think the people would understand if we just get one light up, honey.
I would. So then I'm gonna sleep thinking
It's-
I put one more light.
12:20 a.m.
3, 2, 1. This ends one of the most grueling and brutal weeks of living on this farm. It doesn't seem like it should have been this hard, but it was. We made so much progress. We were so close to being done. And then we just had to rip it all down and start over again. You better freaking believe I'm gonna sauna in here every single day for the rest of my life. Not actually, but maybe every single day for the first month. And if this video comes out a day late, you guys know why, because today's Friday and we post on Saturdays. So when this comes out on Sunday, you guys know why. We're ready to move on now. We're ready to move on to bigger and better things. And we're ready to finish this thing up. And I think on the next one, that's exactly what we'll be doing.